Hey guys, just wanted to say hey, it's been a while since I've seen you guys. Just wanted to kind of show you my sim setup. Since I published those videos a long time ago, I have my private pilot's license in helicopters. I have about 190 hours. I had a R22 setup with Microsoft 10, Flight Simulator 10 FSX. I've since switched over to X-Plane 11, which I like a lot better just for realism. I still have my R22 setup on the right side for PIC, and I've started taking fixed lessons, so I have about 5.5 hours on fixed wing, and I'm about ready to go take my commercial helicopter license at the same time, so kind of doing a little bit of both. So I've got my left seat set up for fixed wing, so I'll kind of show you that setup now. So if you remember from last time, my right side, I've got the anti-torque pedals, got the FlightLink controls for the cyclic, collected with collected throttle. I typically set this screen up with a GTN 750 by Garmin, and then I usually set this monitor up for the R22 instrument panel. For my fixed configuration, I've got a iPad mini with FlightSim, and I've got my yoke set up with my throttle controls, my flaps, my trim. I have a C172 panel here. I do have my IR5 track IR up there on top of the screen there. I like this radio mount set only because of the autopilot. Autopilot works really well. I don't really use these radios. I'll use what's in these 530, 430 stackable right here. These things come from Real Sim Gear. They are absolutely amazing. They mimic everything I've ever had. Most of the Robinsons that I've flown have the 430, or they have the GTN 750 or 650, so I'm kind of used to that. Some of the planes that we have to rent also have the 530 stacked over the 430, which is pretty darn cool. So I'll show you a little bit of that real quickly. Basically, you have your default nav screens right here, and these things are both stacked and connected together, so if I make changes on here, it'll come down to here. This is going to be the regular moving map screen, your traffic screen. You can see we've got traffic ahead at 400 feet above us. This is the terrain awareness. You can do basically the same thing down here, moving map, traffic, terrain awareness. You can change all those. So we'll do a quick little direct to, we're going to put in Chickasha. We're at OU right now, so we'll go Chickasha is KCHK. Or remember how to spell, right? And then we'll hit activate, and boom, there's our line. Now you watch down here, it automatically comes down there, tells us that we're 26 miles away, and then we're at 112 knots and 112 knots. So this is our default nav on the 530, default nav on the 430, and then we can move to the moving map page just like that. We can mimic it, we can leave it on there, we can put this on traffic or terrain still. It's all still there. And then if we come over here to our moving map, we also see that we can zoom in. We've got our traffic right here. And then we can also do our synthetic vision. And guess what? Our traffic is right here in front of us. And it shows us that we're 0.6 nautical miles away, 400 feet above, and it's a Cessna 172. This is also our synthetic glass cockpit screen. Also, we can make this full screen here. Shows that we're doing 112 knots here, just like it shows over here on the GPS is there. And we're at about 1770 on altitude. If we look on our screen here, we are 117 or 112 knots, and we're at 1770 on our altitude. Same thing, you can kind of see we're in a bank of about probably 8 degrees. And we're a bank here about 8 degrees. So this all works really pretty well together. It's pretty amazing. It's helping me kind of learn a little bit of the tricks of the trade on being able to work with that stuff. Just be aware that I'm not a flight instructor and I'm not advocating learning how to fly by the simulator, but it does help you kind of reinforce some things. I do tape all my flight lessons for helicopters and for fixed wing, so I'll try to put some of those up just to kind of show you. And I'll also try to make some videos of me actually flying the Cessna on this configuration and also the R22 on this configuration. I hope you guys like this little video. If you guys have any questions or comments, just put them down in the comment section below and I'll try to answer anything for you. And good to see you guys again. Thanks.